Well, hello there, everybody. This is Brenda with Brenda's Thrifted Decor and DIY. I trust that you all are doing well. I'm doing quite well myself on this day. I'm very excited because I am working on yet a new project here in my home. I'm standing in the entranceway, the foyer of my house, and I'm getting ready to do a little refresh. I'm gonna change some things around. I need to do a little cleanup in the area, some mopping, that sort of thing. But I want y'all to go along with me on this journey today as I get my foyer refreshed, and I have a couple of thrift finds that I want to share with you that I am going to use in order to accomplish my goals. So let's go on this journey. Go. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is just kind of give you just a look of my entranceway in its current condition. I have been moving some things around and getting ready to, like I said, just do a little cleanup on the floor. But here's what I really want to show you. So the major change that I am going to be making will be over here in this area, the area that you see when you first walk into my door. And some of you that have been around with me for a while, you may already recognize the fact that this table right here, this console glass top table, was actually in my family room. You know, I am very, very notorious for switching things around. Hey, this is what I always say. This is my house. So I do what I want to do. Anyway, so that table was switched around, and I'll show you where I put the cabinet that was sitting in that spot. So this particular wall hanging, I just love this, and I found out recently that it is called the Dancing Butler. I am a Downton Abbey fan, and when I first saw this particular wall hanging, and I've had it for years, when I first saw it, it immediately reminded me of Downton Abbey, and it has been in several places in my home. And I decided that when I found out that, how it's such a popular piece, I said, you know what? I want to display that somewhere in my home, that as soon as people walk in, they can see it and it can be very prevalent. So what I'm going to do is, well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to tell you right now what I'm going to do. So, as you can see, that was the vase that was sitting on, the cabinet that I had. I need to wash these rugs. One of them goes in front of the door, and the other one goes in my hallway. I'm going to throw those in the laundry. And so I have some water over here, some mop water ready. These particular items that are hanging on the wall, you're going to see the changes that I'm going to make where that is concerned. And this is what I want to show you. Here are two lamps that I found, Facebook Marketplace. And I actually bartered to get these lamps because, as I say all the time, I'm retired, so I try not to spend money, on certain items as much as possible. So what I did in order to be able to get them, I sold an item in order to be able to get these lamps because I didn't want to go into any other funds to do it. And I think that, let me show you, I just absolutely love the lampshade. I think they're so pretty. And you all have seen this area over here. Nothing is going to change here. That will stay the same. I just need to, like I say, dust and get things kind of cleaned up. So let me go ahead. I'm going to walk down my hallway. I'm gonna walk into my family room. And let me see if I can get you some light because some of my light bulbs went out. But let me see if I can get a little bit of light in here. So this is where I put the cabinet that was in the entranceway. I'm not really in the family room a whole lot, especially now that I have my she cave upstairs. So I figured, you know, it really didn't matter whether I had the shorter table in here or the long glass table. So you know what? I did a little switcheroo. I think, let me see, let me get around here. I actually think that it looks pretty, it looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. I actually kind of like it a little bit better than the glass top. Let me get over here. Like I said, the lighting in here is bad because my light bulbs went out. But that's what it looks like right there. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Tell me what you think in the comment section. What you think about the table, the cabinet being here versus the glass top table. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just start kind of doing a little bit of, just a little bit of, you know, cleanup. Not a whole lot. I'm just going to start off with my glass cleaner here. I love this glass cleaner. It's in the spray bottle like this. It's called Glass Plus. The next thing that I'm going to do is, as I said, I'm going to be using this particular, wall hanging. And as you can see, let me see if I can turn around. It has those, the hooks on the back that you're supposed to measure to put your nails in the wall. You measure it across, and so you can put. I don't fool with that because to me, that's just a lot of work trying to measure it and get it all right. So what I do, this is the way I handle these types of wall hangings that have these type of hooks. As you can see, there's no wire. I like to deal with wire. So I know that they have the wall hanging wire that you can buy and do the wire, but I usually use, you can get this rope from the Home Depot, and it doesn't break, and it's not going to tear. It's just strong. It's like mighty, mighty powerful. So what I do is I go ahead, and here's my first, I don't know how much you can see. Here's what I do. So I go ahead and fold the string, and you have to make sure that it's long enough because it's going to have to droop some in order for you to hang it on the wall. So I got my string, and it's long enough because I need for it to go from one side to the next and then be able to droop a little bit down. So I take the part where it's folded, and then I take it through the first hole, and then I go over to the, make sure I don't let this fall. So once it's in my first, once it's in the first loop, hoop, whatever you want to call it, then I gonna take it to the next one and just bring it. So once you do that, and then you kind of pull it a little bit to, you don't want it to be too slack, but you want it to be slack enough so when you hang it on the wall, you can hang it from the nail on the wall. And like I say, it is not going anywhere because this is what they call, this is that packing rope. So it is definitely not. So then what I do, because all of the work is basically going to be on this side over here in terms of tightening it. So once you thread it through both of the rings, then you just take it and you tie it in the tightest knots. And what I do to kind of secure it, let me show you what I'm doing. See how I have in the ring here. Have it in the ring on the other side. And so now what I'm gonna do is, this is where you need to make sure that it's secure. It's wherever you're gonna tie your knots. So I give it like 3, 4, 5 knots. So once I do that, because I don't want my string to be hanging out from under my picture, I just take my scissors and I just cut the excess off. But you want to leave enough to where you got some excess kind of, you don't want it to be right up on the knot. So basically this is what I have now. Okay, and it's actually ready to hang. See how let me show you my knot again and where I cut it off. You see I didn't cut it like right up on the knot. I left some in case I have to untie it for any reason. But that's my trick to that's my trick to dealing with these kind of wall hangings, because I'm just not good at all that measuring. I mean, I can do it, but it just takes too much time. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just kind of clean it up some. Okay, so now that I got the glass all cleaned up in the frame, and I just used my glass cleaner to do it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit this aside because it's pretty much ready. So I'll just sit it over here for now. I got my wall hanging ready, so I'm going to go ahead and just start to remove this stuff off of the wall. And as you can see, I have my rope on that one, and this one's been hanging up there securely for probably about a couple of years. So I'm going to just sit this to the side. I am going to now attempt to get this exactly where I want it to be on the wall, and I'll probably have more nail holes in my wall than what I should because I don't use the correct picture hanging mechanisms that I should. So I have all these nail holes, but I don't care. It's gonna be behind the picture anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get exactly where I want it to be hung. So bear with me, okay? I don't drop it. So I'm gonna push the table back to see if I have it centered correctly. I have the picture hung. It's centered over my table. The next thing that I'm getting ready to do is to show you what I'm going to do with the two thrifted bartered lamps that I have. So this is, I'm going to go ahead and kind of dust them up, clean it off some. We're going to see how this is going to work because these lamps are 28 inches tall. So let's see how it's going to work. So I want one right here. Okay, so that's one. I think I have you a little bit too far away, so let me pull you in. All right, so that's one of the lamps. Okay, and this is the other one. Same thing. Get it cleaned off. Okay, so what do you think so far? Isn't that pretty? All right, so the next thing that I want to do is to see how this vase is going to look, the vase that I had on it before. So let me see how that is going to work out. I have these paper towels that leaves this lint on the glass. So anyway, this is the vase. So let's see how it's going to look. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, What I'm thinking about doing with the vase is maybe getting some vines or something to kind of drape down on it to kind of give it a little bit of, just something a little different. I'm going to test something. I have some vines, some flowers that have some vines on them, and I'm just going to test it to see how it looks, and then that'll let me know whether or not I want to, maybe try to pick something up from the thrift store. I'm sorry, y'all, for the light keeps going in and out. This new camera that I have, for some reason, it keeps doing that. So let me get that vine, and then I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. So this is the artificial vine that I have. I don't want to really move it from where I have it, but let me just test it out and see how it will look. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I don't want to move it from, let me just see. But I love that look. Let me pull my lamps over just a little bit more. Yeah. Let me see if I can pull it back some so you can see the full effect of it. Pull it back some more. Okay. So yeah, I like that. And I'm gonna have to go ahead and just steal that vine from my shelf where I had it, and I need to find something else to go on the shelf. I'm all about the switcheroo, but I like this. I really, really do. So I'm gonna give you all a close up. I'm gonna take and just actually I want to try to get the floors cleaned up. And then step back so you can see me. I want to get the floors cleaned up. I got a couple more things I need to kind of position around, and then I'll give you a full tour, a full view of everything. I got my mopping done, and like I said, I did just a little light dusting, and put my furniture in place. I put my rugs in the washer. They're currently washing. So while the floor is drying, and I get the rugs dry and put the rug dry and put that back down in front of the door, then I'll be ready to give you the full tour of what my entranceway look like now. I'm excited. it, you all, for this adventure of giving a refresh and a makeover to my foyer here in my home. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. If you like my new setup, go ahead and click like, leave your comment, tell me what you think in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so every time I post a video, you will be notified right away. And also to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much. And be blessed, not stressed. Okay, y'all. And don't forget to vote. Bye-bye.